Up next, the Jazz taking on the Grizzlies. For the Utah Jazz, they are a team with a lot of pride, and they'll be looking for a statement win here tonight on the road. Their chance to turn things around right now. Grizzlies, Jazz, coming up next, right after this. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
And when you look at Utah, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Wilsie Markkanen and Collins at forward. Sexton is the point, Clarkson is in at 2. And it's Kessler in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, Payne and Williams are your wingmen. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point guard. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they started a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season. That means very little until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
Here's Aldama. Outside Williams. Here's Jackson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Now, here's Sexton. High, arcing shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Colin Sexton has all the physical tools to be special in the NBA. He's got to sharpen his point guard skills, but if he works at this game, he's going to have a tremendous career.
And he knocks down the first one. Back in the 2022 offseason doors, the Jazz traded their 2 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert.
And what that got them, Kevin, was a ton of draft picks. But to me, the real prizes, Lowry Markkanen, who made the All-Star game, and Walker Kessler, who looks like a big-time stud, particularly on the defensive end.
And Sexton drops them both. Greg, for a franchise like Memphis, is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Williams' shot is off. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Pass to Sexton. Markkanen a screen on Morant. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Back to Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Sexton against Morant. The pass to Collins. He kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Collins. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Sexton's shot is good.
Well, this is what you call finding angles to come off in the catch-and-shoot situation. Nice job by Colin Sexton.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
And he hits the first of 3. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Second free throw, no good.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
nails the third. LDB, the Jazz have managed to stay competitive while going into a rebuild.
Kevin, you've got to give Utah credit. That is not an easy task. They have managed to amass a great deal of first-round picks and young talent and still remain focused on winning. Truly incredible.
Now Morant. After Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 5.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Outside, Markkanen. The 3 off target.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Floats it up for Williams. Stolen by Markkanen. From downtown, it's rebounded by Memphis. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Sexton's shot is good.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Morant against Sexton. On the wing, Jackson. The 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He's got 8.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Stolen by Kessler. Clarkson outside. Sexton with the screen for Clarkson. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Passes it to Jackson. Misses the 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense dodged a bullet there.
Sexton kicks to Collins. Williams against Markkanen. Kessler with the bucket.
It's not just the decision-making, it's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Sexton shooting. That one's on Morant. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Rose is checked in. And it's tied up with that one. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Let's see some of the numbers here for John Collins.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. So it's the Jazz now. They trail by 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Memphis moving it around. Here's Jackson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jackson's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Sexton with a screen on Bain from down low. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Williams outside. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. There's a screen by Collins. Kicks to Markkanen. Right side, Collins. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Aldama. That one rolling around and runs out.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Rose passes to Jackson. Over Sexton. Jackson misses. For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
Well, you can see this team depends on Markkanen to space the floor, delivers with the range 3 there.
Here's Rose going inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Sexton with a screen on Bain. Horton Tucker. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain passes to Rose. Pass to Jackson. Williams kicks to Rose. Right side Jackson. Over Kessler. Jackson misses.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Horton Tucker finds Sexton. Collins in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And there's Collins on the assist by Sexton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Waddy's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Williams. Waddy the pass to Rose. It's Jackson atop the key. Over in the corner, Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Abaji. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Jazz?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
One shot.
And that one misses. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Pelicans.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And looking at some numbers for Olynyk, how's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Now here's Rose. He's got 5, and he drives in, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Fontecchio passes to George. Here's Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Outside Rose. Fires from the wing. Rose can't get that one to fall.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Jackson. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
George against Rose. George passes to Fontecchio. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Rose scanning the floor. The pass to Concho. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Utah leading. George finds Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Rose. Lets it go. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Memphis has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Rose against Olynyk. In close, and there's Jackson on the assist by Rose. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. And Utah has possession. Here's Horton Tucker, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Rose against George. And here's Rose. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Jackson, a screen on George. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Utah. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Utah. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So on the floor for Utah, Colin Sexton is out there with Dunn. Then it's Collins. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. Here's Morant. Chris Dunn making his last shot. No good with the triple. Outside, Sexton. Here's Collins. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson from long range. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Sexton. To the right side. And finished off by Collins.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now here's Morant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Collins, a screen on Bain. The Jazz working the ball around now. Dunn passes to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Off target with his 3.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Walker Kessler has already made an impact for the Jazz. Now, Will Hardy says the physical tools that he has allow him to be successful. He's shown so much growth on both ends of the floor. I think defense comes natural to Walker in a lot of ways, but his ability to learn the offense has been tremendous. Kevin?
It has. Another great young player. We enjoy them all. David, thank you. Here's Kessler. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Morant passes to Roddy. That 3 off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Pass to Concho. There's a screen. Right side Bain. And the pass to Roddy. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 7. Outside Collins. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Sexton. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Morant with it. He's picked up by Collins. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Abaji the pass to Sexton. Here's Collins. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morant with the bucket.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
For Utah, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Dunn. It's blocked. Here's Roddy. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And now just a 5-point Jazz lead. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Passes to Collins. Sexton against Morant. Sexton attacking. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Collin Sexton has got blinding speed, so when he puts the ball on the deck, the defense is going to be in a bind.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Utah also making some changes. Lauri Markkanen comes in for John Collins. And it's Clarkson in for Dunn. And Sexton drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Morant passes to Bain. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
And, guys, for Collin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Payne for 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period, now gets this one.
Pass to Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Kessler. Taken away by Williams. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists now tonight.
I want to see Markkanen become more aggressive in these instances. Be ready to fire as soon as you make the catch.
Bucket is good. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Jazz leading by 6. Sexton dishes to Markkanen. Off target from 3-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morant finds Aldama. Bain looking around. Shoots. And another basket for Memphis.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Horton Tucker's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Sexton. Williams against Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. They set the pick. Here's Horton Tucker. Good on the triple. He has 7.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Morant against George. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Williams for 3. Not a so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. George passes to Kessler. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And more than capable of making miraculous passes, George certainly a traditional guard in that fashion.
George against Morant. And there's the pass to Bain. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Morant. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Outside Rose to end the run. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, it's so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Here's Horton Tucker, and the Jazz another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Outside, Bain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah leading by 11. Kessler passes to Fontecchio. Pass to Horton Tucker. There's the triple. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Now here's Jackson. Still yet to score. And here's Rose outside. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
There's the screen. Here's Horton Tucker. Powered down with both hands.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Williams. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Fires away from way outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Yeah, that was a long shot in every sense. I mean, he better not make a habit of pulling up from out there.
Olynyk sets a screen for George. He kicks to Olynyk. Passes it to Fontecchio. There's the pick. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now here's Jackson. No scoring in this one.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Desmond Bain. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. And that one falls for Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for Bain. And Utah also making a switch. John Collins, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Both free throws good from Jackson.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Olynyk, a screen on Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by George. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Collins. Horton Tucker, the pass to Collins. Another miss by Utah. The Grizzlies shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Williams. From outside the arc. That one misses. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident. Shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Utah Jazz.
They're putting in work in the paint. Right now, they're the schoolyard bullies, taking that lunch money. Those guys across from them, man, they got to have some backbone, Shaq.
The Jet not mincing words at all. And now, moving on, a look at the players of the week deserving of the recognition. In the West, Stephen Curry.
Lately, Stephen Curry has been making all the right moves. His shooting has been exceptional, as always, but also his energy level has been off the charts. Whatever he's taking pregame, I'll take 2.
I know, right?
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Williams is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Payne for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz leading by 11. Now here's Sexton. Clarkson outside. Pass to Markkanen. In the corner, Collins with it. Sexton against Morant. Sexton's shot is good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Morant against Sexton. Pulls up on the elbow. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Morant.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you got to also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Now here's Collins. He's got 12. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Jackson's pick here for Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Sexton. 17 points in the game. Outside, Markkanen. Collins a screen on Williams. Markkanen passes to Collins. And he gets the bucket. Collins has got 14 points for the game.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now the pass to Jackson. Clarkson against Bain. Jacks up a three. And another miss by Memphis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant outside. And stolen by Sexton. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
Yeah, a quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Morant, Sexton, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Sexton the pass to Clarkson. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Grizzlies trail by 7. For Clarkson, it's been about finding a place in the NBA that suits him.
You know what, Kevin? That is often the case for players who are not superstars, but are quality players. Jordan Clarkson came into the league with a reputation as a gunner. But here's a guy who can fill in as a starter, he can play off the bench, and he's always willing to accept his role. This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Outside, Bain. Williams for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Second, Desmond Bain.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
And a lot of times, those shots they create for themselves come right at the basket. As good a group of shooters as they are, they don't just settle for jumpers. These are players who are willing to attack the rim.
Aldama with the ball. He's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Aldama. Three-pointer. Sexton grabs the board.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He's feeling it. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton, and he gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Morant against Sexton. Takes the 3. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Morant.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Utah calls timeout. Olenek, he's checked in for Utah.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Jaren Jackson. He's putting up about 14 points a night, almost 2.5 blocks, and 7 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Here's Sexton. He's got 22. Abaji the pass to Dunn. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Morant against Sexton. A 3-ball. Conchar can't get it to go. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as many as 14 points. Utah moving it around. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Yeah, I really admire the poise of Chris Dunn, appearing totally comfortable in the paint.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Dunn. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Olynyk sets a screen for Dunn. Outside, Sexton. Pocket 6. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Alabama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Body the pass to Jackson. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Memphis, they're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Utah, down 5 spots from them. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Fontecchio's checked in. Jazz leading by 4. Dunn with a screen on Morant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Body the pass to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Over Sexton. And it's Morant missing. Utah shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Olynyk dishes to Sexton. Done against Morant. Knocks it loose. Pass to Roddy. And here's Jackson. Dishes it to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter. And the Jazz call time here. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Jazz, Horton Tucker's checked in for Dunn, and Georgia subbed in for Sexton. Utah leading. Horton Tucker with it. 15 points in the game. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jackson with the bounce pass. Conchar finds Morant. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 20.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Williams. There's a good screen. They could use a bucket. The shot's good from Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker's got 18 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Utah's ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Basket good. And now a 4-point Utah lead.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Williams, a screen on George. The 3 from Morant. The rebound by the Jazz. Horton Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good, Abaji. Abaji's got his second basket of the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
To the middle, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point game. Passes it to Fontecchio. The shot's good on the assist by George. 5 points in the game.
A wise pass right there by the rookie George. Solid at finding open teammates.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 9. There's Morant. 20 points for him. Will it go? And Morant throws it down.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
He lobs it up. Morant with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Olynyk, a screen on Williams. From the stripe. Again, the Jazz score.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the shot goes in.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Olynyk, a screen on Williams. Here's Horton Tucker. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Intercepted. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Utah Jazz?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
The first free throw is good. Derrick Rose is checked in for Ja Morant. Jordan Clarkson is checked in for Utah. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Memphis with it. Outside Rose. Pass to Williams. There's the three. And Memphis making a change here. Williams is checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Collins is checked in. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And George kicks to Olynyk. By Olynyk. Clarkson for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Rose. 11 points in the game.
Well, Derrick Rose plays with such intensity, such willingness to draw contact on the interior.
For Memphis, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. The first one falls.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now Clarkson. 1 second left. Takes it inside. And so it's the Utah Jazz heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Jazz, the 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. And it's Sexton in at the 1.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And he makes that 1. Markkanen's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Jazz.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Now, here's Bain. From outside, off the mark. Here's Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Williams. Takes it off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Outside Sexton. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And so much attention drawn by Rose, he knows how to exploit that to create for his guys.
Jazz leading by 5. Outside, Markkanen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Adding the pass to Rose. Clarkson against Bain. From the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now, here's Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. From deep three-point land, kept alive, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Markkanen against Williams. 11 feet away and stolen by Williams. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And the Jazz call time here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant comes in for Derrick Rose. And Utah also making a switch. Chris Dunn's checked in for Clarkson. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Able to listen in on Will Hardy's huddle with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. We'll see if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Driving in, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Okay, the initiative from the young bull, Colin Sexton, as some like to call him. How about that drive?
The 3 from Morant. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Sexton, and it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Aldama. Morant outside to tie it up. Markkanen pulls it in.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Markkanen a screen on Williams. Back to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists in the game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Bain with the screen on Sexton. And it's Morant missing. Jazz leading by 4.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
First one falls for him. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And Sexton drops them both. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Williams. From beyond the arc, Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Clarkson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And he makes the first.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
So he gets them both. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Bain sets the screen for Morant. Nice D from Sexton.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
He takes it in, and he makes the 8-footer. Sexton's got 29.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Outside Markkanen. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Memphis. Left side Jackson. Passes to Aldama. Latrey. The rebound by the Jazz. Sexton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The dish to Clarkson. Pass to Collins. Fires it up. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And that one's good, Morant.
And the delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Now, here's Clarkson. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Outside, Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. Bain passes to Aldama. Stolen by Collins. He dishes it to Clarkson. Connects on the 9-footer. And now an 11-point Utah lead.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
There's a screen by Aldama. And it's Morant missing. And Collins has got the ball here for the Jazz. Kicks it to Sexton. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Clarkson outside. Collins a screen on Bain. Clarkson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bain the bounce pass. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Morant dishes to Jackson. The pass to Bain. Shoots over Clarkson, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Bain. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Sexton with the screen for Clarkson. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Morant. Aldama finds Jackson. No good on the 3.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Here's Kessler. Guarded by Morant. Kessler with the bucket. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Clarkson for 3. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 5 points in the quarter. Sexton against Morant. Down low, here's Markkanen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
Sexton against Morant. Bain for 3. Kessler with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Clarkson. Five on the clock. Here's Kessler. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Morant.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the Jazz call time here. They're up by 8. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. .119 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Markkanen finds Sexton. Clarkson taking his time here. Over Bain. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Bain.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And here is Markkanen after the corner from Desmond Bain. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
.44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kessler passes to Collins.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 6. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Here's Bain. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 30 points for Jaren Jackson.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing here by 8.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And it's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Now, here's Sexton. And so it's Utah with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Lori. Strong start for the team.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.